Good evening, one and all. It's Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey again. It's May 25th, 2025. And we're ready to host the UHF VHF single sideband net here in Hamilton, Ontario, operating on a frequency of 446.125 to start with on 70 centimeters. And once we get some calls in the log, we'll move down to 2 meters on 146.400. And do some comparative signal reports. All right, it has just flipped over at 8 o'clock, so it's time to open up the net. Attention all stations, this is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to another edition of our UHF VHF sideband net here on 446.125 to start with, and soon to migrate down to 146.400 for some comparative measurements. Anyways, let's see if we've got anybody who is on frequency and ready to check in with us tonight. VA3IMW. My name is Mac here in the West Mountain here in Hamilton, Ontario. Standing by for your call.
VA3NCA.
VA3BT.
Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Emnon, Wade, and Albert. We'll take them in that order. Good evening, Emnon. You're sounding mighty fine tonight.
Good evening, Mac. VHF Emnon and north end of Toronto here. Yeah, you're sounding good as well. I got you with an S3, good signal. I did hear Albert in there. I didn't get a reading on him, but it comes through loud and clear. No problems whatsoever. Back to you, Mac.
All right, Emnon, you're coming in with an S2 tonight. Good signal. And yeah, Albert's in there. He's my neighbor who lives way too close for his wonderful station. And yeah, sadly, you didn't hear from Wade. Anyways, just a quick note. I probably will not be able to pop in and say hello to you guys on your FM Simplex net at 9 o'clock. So pass along my best wishes to all our friends over there at 9 p.m. Thanks very much. Bringing in Wade, VA3NCA.
VA3IMW, VA3NCA. Yeah, good evening, Mac. Good to hear you here on sideband. You're coming in nice and strong in S5 to my location, which is pretty typical between us, I believe. I did not hear Amnon. That is also typical, though. But thankfully, you're streaming it on the YouTube, so I'm listening there, and I could hear him there. I did hear Al behind me, though, so a nice strong signal as always. And other than that, yeah, I guess I'll be listening along for the duration, and I'll chase everybody down to 2 meters when we get there. Back to you.
Very good, Wade. And also want to pay a quick recognition to Guy, who's checked in from Ottawa on YouTube. Thanks for joining in. Certainly appreciate you playing radio with us, even if it is through the interwebs. All right, and let's bring in our resident, soon to be on the road, VA3BT. Go ahead, Albert.
Yeah, we're here listening along. So you're usually, the plus 20 here. No problem listening to you there. Hearing you. Amnon, I got no signal on, but I can hear him in there, no problem. And Wade, had him at about 1S unit, but good modulation there. Other than that, yeah, hopefully you pick up a few more there. VA3BT.
All right, Albert, as usual, great signal, 30 over S9, job well done. Looking forward to a day when maybe it won't be so strong. Not that I want you to go away. It's just, actually, after a radio day like today, it's probably nice to have a really strong signal that's not hard to listen to. The stuff I've been listening to on 20 and 40 meters today has been, way down in the noise level, and you're stretching your ears to make sure you hear every word. So maybe I should eat my words and say thank you very much for the great signal.
Well, that's where I'm kind of happy with us being here. Like, got contacts in there yesterday and today. Don't get me wrong, it was a struggle. A lot of it was in the mud, right? But you really had to listen to pull them out. And yeah, you swing that beam around, you're going to pick them up for sure. But it was still challenging. Hopefully the band will get better. But anyways, we'll see what happens. VA3BT.
Okay, very good, sir. And thanks for your check-in tonight. That's 3 in the log so far, and let's see if we can pick up a couple more. VA3MW standing by for a sideband net here on UHF and VHF. Oh me, oh my. That could be it. It's only 8:05. Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, standing by for any single sideband check-ins here. We're on 446.125, and we're waiting here for you.
Victor Echo 3, Charlie Echo Uniform.
There you go. Thanks, Thomas. I was beginning to wonder if I hadn't paid enough people the right amount of money to be my friends. VE3CEU, Thomas, come on in.
Thanks, Mac, and good evening to you and everybody else on the net here. Yeah, I was talking to a fellow ham there from Mount Hope, and VE3TKA. He was trying to check in at the net, and he just missed the last part of it. So I was talking to him for a little bit there, and I'm not getting a signal on you on this one. I think maybe I'm a little bit off frequency here. I don't know. How's my voice? Is it okay?
You're just a tad on the high side. I'm sure as your radio warms up, it'll settle back in. You know what? I think when we were talking to Kevin, somebody might have doubled, and I missed it. So unfortunately, I didn't get Andy in the log.
Yeah, he was the very last minute there, as soon as everybody left, and he tried to see if he could talk to anybody, and I got in there and stepped in, and I notified him about the sideband net if he was interested, and he said he didn't have a sideband radio, but probably going to look forward to it in the future or whatever. So it's someone I've never heard on this on these nets. So but anyways, once the radio warms up here, I should be able to get a little bit better there.
All right, Thomas, very good. Andy's out in Mount Hope. He does an okay job of hitting the repeater. And I think he's played with some other formats on HF that aren't largely used. So nice to see him experimenting with all kinds of stuff. So he's an innovator as well. Anyways, also recognizing Rick VE3BK, who's also logged into the YouTube chat, and we'll hopefully hear him on 2 meters. He's got a radio for 2 meters, but not one for 70 centimeters with sideband. All right, so stick with us there, Thomas. I'll let you know when we're moving down to 2 meters. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, standing by for any further check-ins here on 70 centimeters. Okay, there's nothing heard. So we're going to have in the log myself, Emnon, Wade, Albert, and Thomas. So thanks for your check-ins here on 70 centimeters. But let's get to the exciting part. We're going to migrate to 2 meters, and our target frequency is 146.400, providing that the frequency is not already in use. I understand that this is a UHF VHF contest weekend, so You just never know what you're going to hear where. So VA3IMW QSY to 146.400. Okay, this is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, and we're standing by, waiting to see who follows us down. Rick, I did hear you in there, VE3BK. Go ahead, sir. Rick, do you want to verify that you're on upper sideband, perhaps not lower sideband? I do hear you attempting a QSO, but your transmission is somewhat broken.
Okay, there we go. I'm on upper sideband. Copy over.
That's much better. That sounds like the guy I know.
Okay, very good. Yeah, okay, well, I guess I'm first one here, so I can't give any reports. I'm not sure where I'm pointing there. Well, I'm pointing towards Europe, but doesn't really matter much around the city there, over.
Yep, QSL. So you're just a tad low on the frequency, but as your radio warms up, perhaps it'll come back to center. At your audio peaks, I'll give you an S9 report here, and we'll see if we can bring the other guys in as well. So running from my list here, the top of the hour, or sorry, yes, the top of the list, VE3AJF. Amnon, are you with us?
Yes, Mac, I'm here. And aside from changing frequency, everything else being the same, it gave me a 5x9 as opposed to the UHF side. I think it gives the report of 5x3. Yeah, much better signal this way. And on the UHF side, no copy on Wade, and no copy on Thomas, and of course Rick wasn't there. But on this frequency, I can hear him in there, but can't make out anything he's saying. Back to you, Matt V3 again.
All right. Well, hearing them is a good start. I think he's on a directional antenna, so it's going to be hard to say whether or not any of his RF is going to make it your way. Anyways, thank you very much for following us down here. I've got you in here with an S8, so just still that 1S unit differential between our stations. But great audio, and obviously this would be the way to go if simplex transmission in the most efficient manner was necessary between our stations. So thanks for your check-in again. All right, let's bring in Wade, VA3NCA. I'm sure you've managed to spin the dial as well. Welcome.
VA3IMW, VA3NCA. Yeah, I made it down here, Mac, and you are coming through nice and strong. Haven't picked up Amnon, but that's also not unusual. But I did hear Rick in there, so good evening, Rick, and good to hear you down here, up here. I don't know, whichever direction. On 2 meters. Anyways, thanks, Mac. Made it down here, and it sounded good.
Wade, did Chris send you any information on the UHF VHF contest on this weekend?
Chris RWJ or Chris WPG?
That would be RWJ.
I guess no No, actually, so it's funny, actually, because I guess I could have said that whether or not it was WTG or RWJ, I have not received any information. But it would make sense that Chris would be asking because he's quite keen on the VHF UHF contesting. Is he out there?
I haven't heard him on the radio today at all. But strangely enough, I had a note show up in my email. I guess it was this morning, talking about a May 25th event of some sort for simplex contacts. I guess it's 6 meters, 2 meters, 220 and 440, and also anything about that in any mode that you could get, including FM and whatever else you could muster up in simplex. So I'm not sure why it was that late to the game, because it certainly didn't allow me to circulate information throughout the nets during the week. So yeah, I'm not surprised he hasn't been popping around. He's obviously trying to fill his log. He's a busy boy. Anyways, thanks for popping in and saying hello on 2 meters as well. And trusting that you have a good, wonderful, efficient, restful, let's call it an effective and efficient week at work.
Yeah, gonna have to hope for that. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, we'll see what the week gives us. Normally, Chris pops in though at least a couple times and mentions where he is to seek out some QSOs. But anyways, yeah, if you hear from him, let us know, and I'll do the same, and maybe we can get him a couple more points. But I'll let you go down the log there and get the rest of the people who QSY'd down here with us back to you. VA3NCA.
All right, that takes us over to my neighbor here, VA3BT. Albert?
The neighbor, yes. So yeah, Mac here. That's always good here on this one. You're coming here at 40 plus plus. Emnon, I had him coming in at 2 to 3. Wade was at 10. And that's pretty much all I got right now. Oh, Rick, I had him at 7. Yeah, that's all I got on my end here, so we'll let you roll with the net here. VA3DT.
All right, 40 over is where you're at. Otherwise, a 3 dressed up as a 9. Do you remember that one?
There you
go. Okay. All right, let's see. Perhaps Thomas followed us over here as well. VE3CEU. Oh, we lost our Thomas. VE3CEU, VA3IMW. Thomas, did you make it? Oh, that's a shame. All right. That brings us to the tail end here. VE3BK, VA3IMW. Let me know who you heard.
Okay, I can't hear an answer on. But Wade is 5 and 9, and you're 5 and 9, and that's all I've heard so far.
All right. Whatever you're doing down there just got better. Because you're 15 over S9, so you must have swung that beam a little bit. So you're not hearing Emnon. He's in Toronto, so you would actually have to spin your directional antenna in his direction in order to get to him and from him for sure. But for the rest of us, I'm sure you would have heard Albert as well, VA3BT.
There, I guess. And yeah, I'm not pointing the right way. I did swing the beam. I swung the beam so it's up more towards Ancaster.
Okay, very good. All right. Well, if you're hearing the guys in Hamilton okay, then I guess it's working just fine. But as I was saying, if you want to hear Emnon, you'd have to swing it out towards out towards the Toronto airport area there. He's off on what's that? Steels and anyways, I'm sure he'll tell us what it is, but you won't hear him if you're pointed at us. Okay, Rick, this radio is working just fine, and the mic setup that you're working with right now is sounded really good. I'm not sure what you were doing last week, but thanks for swapping it over, and this one here is working fine.
Yeah, right down that. I'm on an SMA and I am now playing at Toronto. That's where you can hear me. Maybe I just can't hear him. Over.
All right. Well, I'll ask him to recite a Shakespeare soliloquy so you can spin the beam and dial him in. VE3 AJF. You want to give us a good long extended transmission, and let's see if Rick can hone in on you with your beam.
Yes, I think actually he must have started moving the beam because the signal did come up where I could catch a few words that he was saying there. So I'll give you a count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's my limit. I can't go any higher. Back to you, man.
All right. Let's see if Rick's got a copy on that now. Were you able to swing the beam out that way?
Yeah, I have the beam pointing out that way, but I'm not copying him there. I wonder if he's copying me, though. This high-powered radio, so he may hear me there. But I'm hearing him on YouTube, but I can't hear him on my radio. Over.
All right. Well, let's bring Emnon back in with his beam pointed at you. Are you hearing him?
Oh, yeah, much better. He came out to an S5. So, yeah, nice, clear audio. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, no uniform. Yeah, perhaps, I'm only putting out, 50 watts. So, it may not be able to hear me over there. And while I got the mic on here, Albert came up from a 5x0 to a 5x7. No change on weight, can't make out what he was saying. And, of course, Rick just came up to the 5x7, 5x5, whatever. Forgot already. Back to you.
Okay, very good. So, Rick, that's you, 5 and 5, with your antenna pointed at him. So, obviously, you're pushing a little bit more power than Emnon. He's running a 7100, same as what I've got here, and they do a max of 40 watts on 2 meters. So, it's only 35 watts on 70 centimeters. Anyways, I heard a familiar voice in the background, so thanks for joining us, Thomas. VE3CEU, come on in.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can hear me there, Mac. VE3CEU, yeah. The noise floor is an S8, and you're just barely making it over. I think you and maybe one other person in there. Yeah, it's very, very noisy.
Yes, sirree. That's the lesson that we're all learning very clearly. So 70 centimeters is a very, very quiet band. So you really don't need a very terribly strong signal in order to have a complete and unintelligible QSO. Obviously, signal propagation on 2 meters is better, but it's a noisier band. So a lot of urban or industrial noise tends to hamper our listening capabilities on 2 meters. But if we're making it just above it, then obviously it's doing a job. But there's the comparative. Nasty, noisy band, 2 meters, but good propagation. Nice quiet band, but propagation is a little bit less on 70 centimeters. So you use whichever one happens to be working for you at that moment in time. But thanks for following us down here.
Hey, Jim.
Go ahead, Emnon.
On 2 meters, it's better than using on I just noticed that it's very hard watch.
Thanks for doing it.
I'm going to 50.
I'm going to go turn the TV on. So you have yourself a good evening, and everybody else that can hear me. VA3IMW.
All right, a little bit of a double in there, but Thomas, I got you 100%, and enjoy a little bit of TV watching tonight, and make sure that you polish up the spokes on the bicycle and keep everything shining for your ride tomorrow. Trust the weather is with you. Emnon, bring it back in. I got a little bit of what you said, but not 100% of it.
Yeah, what I was saying is I noticed that I was only putting out 35 watts, not 50 watts. So maybe Rick can hear me a little bit better now. Yeah, I'm hearing them, but not that great.
Not that great. You got a little bit of a meter movement on them, or you're just hearing them?
Oh, I'm hearing them. I got my squat turned down, and I'm hearing them. I picked up the odd word, but yeah, I'm pushing 100 watts right now, so that's why it's hearing me so good, I guess.
Okay, QSL. Doubling your power is going to get you, 3 dB or something like that. Anyways, very good, Emnon. You're doing a fine job here. Station to station, you're what did I say? S8, and doing a good, efficient job there. All right. Unless anybody else has any further input or any comments, we'll bring the net to a close. I'll give you all a chance to come on back in with any final comments. VA3IMW listening.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Oh, there he is. He's late to the party, but there's Chuck, VA3 CJZ. Come on in.
Yeah, Mac, I thought I was listening on 446125 and I couldn't hear anything. Mind you, I was distracted with the delivery that I just got. Opened it up and went to use it and found out that I have to download Windows 11 in order to use it. So guess what I'm doing right now? I'm switching over to Windows 11 and yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's see now. I heard Thomas, Amnon was super faint in the mud, really. Couldn't make him out. And of course, you're blasting at a good 30 over. I'm not able to turn the receive amp off on 2 meter 70 centimeter, only on HF. So I don't even know if it's a receive amp on or not. It's not showing it. So you and Rick just banging in here, and that's pretty much all I got there. Mac, back to you.
All righty. I'm fearing for your your mental safety. A Windows update. So does that mean that the A-Reg is going to be prone to all kinds of glitches and stuff for Wednesday night?
It better not be. I'm gonna have plenty of a head start here, and the thing I got is actually a Stream Deck, and it's for streaming, right? So I'm gonna incorporate that into my YouTube stream on Wednesday night, and hopefully Windows 11 will go smoothly.
All the best, Chuck. I just know that whenever there's an update or something like that, you got to relearn all your USB connections and all the rest of that stuff. The more you have integrated, the more there is that potentially could go wrong. Maybe this one will be seamless. Touch wood. Anyways, anybody else interested in having a quick QSO with Charles before we go? I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that's hearing them. VE3AJF, VA3IMW. Any comments for Chuck?
Yeah, Chuck is giving me a rough signal, readable, but rough. So his signal stays about the same on the UHF. I don't think it was in the UHF today, but Normally it's a little bit better on UHF for some reason than on the VHF. But noisy but readable signal.
Okay. And Wade, do you have a copy on Chuck tonight? Wade's gone to do something important. Okay. VA3BT. Albert, how about you?
Yep, I got him here. I think it was plus 15. Pushing a little more than that, though. But 15 plus plus.
Yeah, very similar to me. When he peaked, he actually was 20 over. Okay, VE3CEU, Thomas, how about you? There we go. We got busy guys. They come, they go, they disappear. That brings us to VE3BK. Rick, any signal reports for Chuck?
Oh yeah, Chuck 60 over here. 60 over. Anyway, I wonder how Amtrak's reading me now. I dropped my power down to about 30 watts, and but I'm still hearing him. I'm just hearing him, but I can't make out everything he says there. I knew he was in there a minute ago. Albert's about 5 and 9, and you're 5 and 9. So yeah, pretty good. Tom says 5 and 8. Okay, that's all with my team playing at Toronto.
Okay, Charles, it's all up to you. We can make you the rapper. No drums or no backbeat, but we'll let you finish up with your reports.
All right, very good. Yeah, Rick and yourself there both get a piece of pie tonight. And I think I heard Amnon saying I was readable. So very good then. Well, thanks for doing the net, Mac. And tomorrow night, I will be hosting the Monday night Oopsie Net on the ZOE repeater at 7 p.m. And hopefully by then I will have resolved my my issues here with the computer, but we'll have to wait and see. Thanks again, Mac. This is VA3CJZ saying so long for now. Have a great rest of the week.
All right. Thank you all for checking in with us on Sideband. UHF and VHF is also a good candidate for single sideband if you're given to efficient operations in simplex. We'll be back here next Sunday night at 8 o'clock. We'll start on 446.125 and swing down here on 146.400. Thanks again for checking in with us tonight. Your radios are working fine, and we haven't stepped on any of our band control cops, so it's all good. 7-3s for the time being. We'll bring the net to a close and close up the stream. Okay, there was a double there. VA3NFG mobile. There we go. You're sounding horrible, fuzzy and wishy-washy, almost like you're on lower sideband instead of our upper side. Okay. It almost sounds like it got RF coming back into the microphone, because when you key up, it's a steady carrier rather than audio peaks like sideband's supposed to do. So which antenna are you using? All righty. Anybody else got a copy on Steve? Give him a signal report. Okay, sounds like everybody else has split. So Yeah, I think we'll have to do another test with that rig setup, because right now it sounds like you got a constant outgoing signal, which means there's noise coming back in, which is probably RF back into the mic. Anyways, thanks for the efforts. How's the base station coming along, bud?
Wow, we definitely got something going on.
Alrighty. Well, mic gain hasn't really helped there, Steve, but we're all trusting that the base station will be up and running within hours. Roger? Okay, Tuesday. Good target date. 7-3 is my friend. Thanks for checking in with us and completing the log. Yeah, I got to say your audio is getting worse, not better. All right, say hello to Paul for us and all the best.
He's VA3BT. There's something going on there, Steve. It's like, I guess, like what Mac was saying, it's like RF getting back into the mic. It's like you're on it, like you're there, but it's something's going on. VA3BT here. Yeah, it almost sounds like RF. I'm sure you're hearing the same thing there, Mac.
Yeah, I would almost ask you to turn the power down to like 5 watts or something to see what happens, because I think it's coming back into the mic. That's 100% better. You solved your issues. Yeah, you got RF coming back into the mic from that antenna, and it's as soon as you key up, it's noise, 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 and your voice is competing with the noise coming back into the mic.
Okay, roger that. 14 watts. I'm spinning the dial, going up. 17 watts, 21 watts, 25 watts. 30 watts, 35, 40 watts, 40 watts.
Yeah, it goes south when you hit 35.
Oh, yeah. It's RF.
All right, roger. We'll tone it down to 24 watts. How's that?
Still a little bit noisy, maybe 20. Cap it at 20. Anyways. As I said, say hello to Paul for us, and all the best to you guys tonight.
Yeah, roger that. Okay, 18 watts. Very good. All right, yeah, we'll have to look into that. Okay, thanks for the late check-in there, 7-3 guys. We'll talk to you later. VA3IMW will be QRT.
All right, bringing the net to a close. We'll shut down the live stream as well. 7-3's one and all. That's how we say goodbye.